So it's currently 7 and I'm about to get ready to go to the dentist and have my braces removed. Okay, so we're just about to leave and I am low-key terrified. What if I don't like how I look without my braces, And what if I had some of those spots on my teeth? It terrifies me, but I'm also so excited. I remember I just ate breakfast and I was like, this is the last time that food is gonna get stuck in my braces. From the dentist today, it was about 10 o'clock and taking off the brackets was so easy. It was the quickest process, and then they had to file my teeth and they it smelt like burnt hair. I don't know if you ever smelt that, and it tasted like it as well, and I just had to keep on spitting out because my gums were bleeding. And they gave me this retainer, and it's easy to insert but it's quite hard to get out because my top ones are stuck at the moment. But to put them in, you just click them into place, and it's very easy. And then they gave me a model of my teeth from before so that you can see my overbite, and they gave me a case for my retainer. They said that it's glow in the dark, which I really like, and you could choose between pink, blue and see-through. Experience with braces. So I got braces in November 2018, and at the beginning it was so painful. I remember I didn't want to eat. I started eating liquids and I ate a lot of yogurt as well, and I couldn't sleep because the pain was just too much. And I had elastics in on both sides, one big elastic, and then you had to take it on 6 different brackets, and it was sore, but you got used to it over time. And then I remember one time I was at my grandmother's house and I was out of elastics, so we had to go to her dentist, and she lives in a very small town, and so she had to order the elastics and then we had to buy the whole box. And then as soon as I got home from holiday, they changed my elastics and I had to wear tighter elastics. I will put a photo in of what I wore then and what I had to wear now, and those were even tighter, and I couldn't open my mouth. I remember it was just before school started again, and on my first day of school, my mom was like, how are you going to talk today because you can't even open your mouth? And I was like, I'm not going to talk, that's not what school's about. And she just laughed at me. And I remember at the beginning, I didn't eat any of the food they said you're not allowed to eat. And then the one time I did eat an apple, and I could kind of heard like a snap, and then my one bracket was loose. And I didn't want to eat apples again, so I did go to the dentist and he did fix it. But then late on, beginning of this year, January 2020, I started eating anything. I just didn't eat any sucking sweets like lollipops or caramel toffees, and I didn't eat any biltong or dribbles. And then nothing went wrong. My braces were okay, and with those tight elastics, they were so tight. After the first day of school, I decided that I wasn't going to do it again. I started only wearing my elastics at night, and my teeth would, when I woke up, my teeth were like this, and then it snaps back, and it was so painful. And I took them off as soon as I woke up, and I went to go eat breakfast. And I remember they said you're not allowed to keep them in while eating any food, but in the beginning I did because it was so much work to take them off before each meal, because then as soon as you put them back on, you're not used to them anymore and they hurt again. And I didn't want to go through that, so I did not do that. And the dentist, I told him that I did, and he said my teeth were coming along very well and I was doing everything that I should be doing. Then at the beginning of this year, they scheduled to have my braces taken off in the 1st of April, but then they did quarantine, so we weren't allowed to do that. Then they extended to the 27th of April, and again we weren't allowed to do it, so they extended it again to today, the 1st of June. And I went in this morning and I wasn't even sure if they were going to do it, because maybe they couldn't, but they did. And as I was lying there, they put something on my teeth and they were like, do not touch this with your tongue because it will sting. So I was lying there with my mouth open and she was just like, yes, keep it exactly like that. So I did, and it felt so long. Sometimes I didn't even know I had to keep my tongue at the back of my mouth, and sometimes I wasn't even sure which side was the back. And then they put a black hard thing in my mouth at the one side while they filed my teeth on the other side after they had taken off my brackets. And then they swapped, but my mouth was so sore. Every time I closed it, it was so sore from biting on that thing for so long, because you only bite on the one side, so the other side gets sore because you like keep pushing your teeth together, but there's nothing to bite onto. And then after that was done, it was almost over. Then they put a gel type of thing in something. I'll put a photo up. And then they squished it on my teeth, and some of it got on my tongue, and I could not get it off when I was washing out my mouth, and I decided to just scrape it off with my finger, and it just tasted so weird. And I remember her telling me that it looked like I was going to drown during the thing because all my saliva was just building up in my mouth. And then while she was filing it, my gums were like bleeding from all the... No, it was so sore. But then afterwards it was fine. And then I got home at 10 o'clock, and then I had to go at 1 again to get my retainers. I just sat there and she just popped them into my mouth, and then I was done. She said to see her again in 3 months. So we'll see what they have to say then. But I have to say my brace experience is rather good. At the beginning it was hard, but you got used to it, and I was so scared to have them taken off because I was scared of what if I didn't like how my teeth look without the braces, or what if I didn't like how I look without my braces, because I couldn't remember a time before my braces. But I'm fine now. My braces are finally gone. What else can I say? I remember this one time I went to the dentist, and it was just after school. I brushed my teeth in the morning, but then I ate lunch, and then as I got in there, she was like, your mouth is full of food, and I felt so bad for her because all the food got stuck in my braces during the day, and I did try to like clean everything up. I tried to wash it out with water, and then she was like pulling a piece of spinach out of my teeth. It was so disgusting, and I just felt so bad for her to have to do that. No. I would recommend brushing your teeth before you go to the dentist. And at the beginning, they told you to floss twice a day, but I could not, for the life of me, get the floss into the braces and my teeth because it was thin at the beginning and then like thick and then thin again. And every time I tried, I pushed it down into my teeth and then my gums would start bleeding because I pushed it so hard and it would just be like, no. I just didn't floss. I flossed maybe once and then I was done. No, I couldn't do it anymore. But they did give you this tiny little thing that you push in between each bracket. I did use that because I found that really helpful when food got stuck in my braces. I just pushed it out and voila. So altogether, I'd say my brace experience was fairly good. It did straighten my teeth. My teeth were pretty straight. If you look at this, they weren't like very bad. My top two teeth here, they bent inwards, and my bottom teeth, on this, it broke. But my bottom teeth, no. And then my overbite was pretty bad. I don't know if you can see in here, but my bottom teeth actually touched the top of my mouth. What do you call it? I don't know. And then they gave me this to show me. It was just a piece of plastic that I had to bite into. It's supposed to fit this perfectly. And they will be giving me my new model of my teeth now. I just don't know when, probably at my next appointment in 3 months. And then I'd like to compare the two models to each other. And they said to take the model with me on every single appointment. I don't know why, but that's what they told me to do. They also said to wash your retainer. You can either wash it in dishwashing soap or you can brush it with your toothbrush and some toothpaste, and then you just brush it like normal teeth. You take it off, you brush the inside, and then you brush the outside of it. And then you just store it in your retainer case. But for the first 2 days, you have to wear it the whole day and the whole night. Just take it off when you're eating something, drinking something, or brushing your teeth. So I hope you like this video. If you have any questions about braces, please put them down below and I will try to answer you as soon as I can, or someone else might answer you down in the comments.
Coffee with your cream, you squeak like a teen, and the Hugh Grant stuff.